Hi guys, it's Sammy and Ralph here, back again with another video. And today we're going to talk about the 10 most commonly forgotten cruise items.
Yeah, and please stay to the very end. We have a bonus item that can potentially make or break your cruise. So picture this, months of planning, and she would know because she does most of the planning, right? You feel like you've packed everything, it's in the car, you're on your way to the port. First port day, you're on the beach, and you realize, wow, it's really bright out here. So you reach in your bag only to realize that you forgot your glasses, your sunglasses, in the car. And believe me, that can make or break your beach day. So we wanted to create this list to kind of list, 10 things that we've forgotten that had an impact on our cruise. So hopefully it'll be beneficial to you as well.
First item we would like to discuss, bug spray. That is something that, you probably don't think about, but, you have to beware, especially when you're planning your trip. Think about the excursions that you're planning. If you're going to do a hike, or if you're going into the jungle somewhere, or just even to the beach, don't forget there's sand flies, mosquitoes, any of those little pesky bugs out there. So bug spray is something to probably have on hand. Another commonly forgotten cruise item would be water shoes. Now we're thinking water shoes, why would I need that? But once again, think about the slippery pool decks, because we have seen some people take a tumble on the pool decks. It gets quite slippery. So sometimes your regular sandals, may not work. And some people are just kind of freaked out about going into the pool with a bunch of other people without water shoes. And thirdly would be, as far as if you're going on your excursion, once again, certain excursions do require water shoes, like say if you're going to go jet skiing or climbing up, rocks in Jamaica and Dun River Falls, you're going to want to have on some water shoes just to get a nice grip and, to prevent any injuries or so with slipping.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not a big fan of water shoes. They just look weird and they're uncomfortable, to be honest with you. But the fact is, they're very useful. And if you bring them, you'll be glad that you have them, to be honest with you.
Third item on the list, which is highly suggested and sometimes forgotten, would be a sun hat. Especially a UV protection one if you can get one, but yes, definitely you would want to make sure that you have some sort of sun hat for some protection against those crazy rays, sun rays that are coming to hit you.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been there. I typically wear a hat most times, but not all the time. And we've been on trips where I forgot my hat and I got severely sunburned. And it's not pleasant. It doesn't feel good. Again, it can make or break your trip. So definitely make sure, even if you don't normally wear a hat, bring a hat. Just in case, if you're going to be outdoors, it's very helpful.
Now, we mentioned this particular item earlier in our example, which is sunglasses. And that is also a big one, and I'm sure quite important for a lot of people because given, the sun, the rays, the beams coming off the ocean, the glare definitely coming off the sand. So you do want to, just like you want to protect your skin with, sunscreen and a hat, you also want to protect your eyes as well and make sure to pack your sunglasses. Another item that we find that sometimes some people forget to pack, which we have done before in the past, is a wine opener. Now, it's just one of those things that you're not thinking about. You're packing your bags, you're putting in your clothes and your underwear and all that good stuff, shoes, hats, and you're not really thinking, I gotta go to the kitchen and pull out a, wine opener. But for those of you that don't know, most cruise lines allow you to bring a bottle of wine. Per adult.
Exactly. So in our cabin, we typically bring 2 bottles, right? And there's been a few times early on where we forgot to bring an opener and we had to get very creative. But Recently, we found out that if you do forget this item, you can always speak to your
room stewardess and they
right.
can bring you one. But also, if you do decide to bring your bottle of wine to the dining room or so, just be aware that there is a corkage fee.
Right.
So they will charge you for that. So, but if you have your own wine opener, you can ask your, also ask your room stewardess to bring you some glasses as well. So some wine glasses, and you can just have your stuff inside your stateroom.
Exactly.
Another important item that sometimes we tend to forget when we're on the move and getting ready for our trip is going to the bank or wherever you go to exchange for small bills.
Yeah, that's a big, not for everyone, it's not really a big deal, but for those of us that like to leave a small tip. Now, on a cruise, it's kind of hard because we know that they charge us anywhere from, 16 to 18% gratuity on everything that we purchase. But if someone does something extra special for me, whether it's a bartender or the person that's taking care of our room, I like to leave like $1 or $2 just to say thanks. Or even when we go inland, I like to have a little bit of cash on me. And we travel with kids and they like to buy little knickknacks. So pulling out $100 bills, now I'm not saying that I have $100 bills, but it's not very helpful because I'm not tipping a person $100. It's not going to happen. But I'll give you a couple of dollars for sure. So just having small bills on you works very, very well. You don't need a ton, but just something to keep people motivated to make your trip that much better.
Right. And also don't forget too, when you are dropping your bags off on embarkation day, it is kind of customary, but to each his own, that you would want to tip between $1 or $2 per bag to the port attendants, since they are carrying your bags and you want to hope that it gets to your room. Another cruise essential item that, sometimes we commonly forget would be a water canteen. So now the water canteen is helpful in the sense of, it is refillable. So if for whatever reason it's a port day, or even if you're just walking around the cruise ship or so, and you want to just, have a nice fresh water with you, if you don't have a drink package, but that's a separate video on its own, then you can have a water canteen that you can take with you and portable or so. And the reason why the canteen is we prefer the canteen is because when you throw it in your bag, you don't have to worry about it spilling over or all of your stuff getting wet. So a water canteen would be advisable or something to consider.
Absolutely. Not only that, I find having like a thermos very, very helpful, especially for those of us that like to have a drink here and there, but you don't want your drink to get watered down. I like to have a little thermos. So I'll get a drink and I'll pour it in to my thermos just to keep it at a cold temperature. And if I drink it 30 minutes later, it's not a watered down drink. It's kind of like a small pro tip. It actually helps me not to drink too much because I like to have a drink in my hand, but it's not like I'm gonna chug it down every single time. So that helps me keep the drink tasting good at the right temperature without having to go back and get another drink.
Right. Another item that sometimes we commonly forget would be a portable fan. So if you are someone who, have issues with the heat, because it can get a little bit overbearing at times, one of those nice portable fans would work, whether it be one of the handhelds or the ones that go around the neck. We carry the ones that go around the neck. And that helps out, especially, once again, depending on your port and your excursion, if there's a lot of walking, if it's quite strenuous and especially if you're not used to the heat, the Florida or the Caribbean heat. So having a portable fan is, something to consider as well on packing on your trip.
Absolutely. And not only like a portable fan for you to walk around with, you need something like in your room. One issue that we've had in the past is just airflow in some of our rooms. You can put the AC on full blast, but if you're used to sleeping at a certain temp at night, you're gonna need that fan to kind of keep the room a little cooler or just keep you physically cooler. So not only having something you can carry with you, but having a portable fan in your room. It doesn't have to be big. It can be, this big, but it's just enough airflow to keep you comfortable.
In addition to that, also for those of us who like a little bit of white noise, so that provides some white noise for you too as well in your cabin.
Absolutely.
And another cruise essential that we would like to add on the list that is commonly forgotten, but is a must, would be Poopouri. That's kind of self-explanatory, but just imagine you're in a small cabin, especially if you're in an inside cabin, and there's not much circulation and you're sharing it with other people. It's just nice to be courteous to keep some Poopouri around.
Yeah. And if you watch some of our last videos, for some reason we tend to bring this up a lot. Listen, we're not a family that's constantly in the bathroom pooping or whatever the case is. But to be honest with you, it only takes one time for someone to really stink the room up for it to be unpleasant, right? So it's good to have. We like to carry it. There you go. Now on for the bonus item, the one item that I mentioned earlier that can potentially make or break your cruise. And this is really for couples that's seeking to enjoy the ship, but not only the ship, but to enjoy the person that you're with. If you have kids back at home, maybe things are a little weird every once in a while. We all know how it's like having kids. But this could be your opportunity to be alone, right? And because of that, actually, she doesn't even know what I'm talking about here. But because of that, you probably want to bring something to help spice up your night. And in my opinion, something like lingerie can help spice up that night and make that cruise even extra special. So just make sure that whatever it takes to enjoy the cruise, to enjoy the moment of being with your person, make sure that you bring that along as well, right?
Right.
Okay. All right. Now, with that said, we hope you enjoyed our list of 10 things that we have commonly forgotten. And hopefully you can take this list and make sure that you don't forget some of the items that you find important. And just get out there and have fun. So,
and if you guys have any suggestions of any items that you've forgotten as well and you find that it would be important, please feel free to comment down below because we can all learn from each other.
Absolutely. And with that said, until next time.
Bye for now, guys. Take care.